Okay, today's my first review of a seasonal pumpkin ale. I don't think I've ever in my entire life actually have tasted a pumpkin ale, and I know it's kind of ridiculous to say. We're in the midst of fall right now. This is the time when all the pumpkin ales tend to be released. However, I've never really had any desire to actually go out and buy pumpkin ale. I've always been a little more into the Oktoberfests this time of year rather than the pumpkin beer. However, first time for everything. Maybe I'll love it. Maybe I'll hate it. I don't know. We'll see. This one is called Fat Jack Double Pumpkin Ale, and it's brewed by Boston Beer Company in Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, which, of course, as you know, brewers of Sam Adams. So a very excited to try the first Sam Adams offering during our reviews. Of course, Boston Beer Company, founded in 1984 by Jim Koch, who's one of the legends, one of the biggest legends in craft beer history in the United States of America, taking that little beer distributor, making it just, or I'm sorry, brewery rather, just making it just a huge global entity now. Of course, everyone knows Sam Adams Lager, Boston Lager. They know the seasonal Sam Adams beers. This one, definitely a seasonal one, Fat Jack, not completely too well known. This is actually 8.5% alcohol by volume. Pumpkin ales usually run, I guess, between 5 and 7 usually, so this is on the upper end. Double pumpkin ale, it's called, so that's probably why. And they actually brew this with 28 pounds of pumpkins per batch, per barrel. So 28 pounds of pumpkins, that's a lot of pumpkin. Also brewed with cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, which give it that pumpkin pie kind of reminiscence in the brewing process. Roasty smoked malts used in the brewing process of this as well. And there is a little story here in the back, which I always love to read out of the bottles. Pleasantly plump and satisfied, this rich, luscious brew indulges in flavor with our over 28 pounds of pumpkin per barrel. For a full-bodied sweetness and deep russet color, classic pumpkin pie spices of cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and allspice ignite a warmth and spark that's deepened by an undercurrent of roasty smoked malts. Now, the result is a delectable brew full of enveloping layers of flavor and spice. This is batch number 1 of Fat Jack Double Pumpkin Ale. This is 1 pint, 6 fluid ounce bottle, so that's 22 ounce bottle, also known as a bomber of Fat Jack Double Pumpkin Ale. Open her up and we'll pour into a pint glass, again, normal vessel. Actually, I have like a tinge of water in this pint glass. That's not good. We'll pour her in here. We see a very dark caramely color, roasted kind of color, as the description roundly says. Pour into this pint glass, and we'll show you the Fat Jack Double Pumpkin logo right here. Very scary pumpkin. Pumpkin beers love to have the scary pumpkin-looking logo for some reason. They don't usually have the happy pumpkin. Some of them do, I guess, but definitely not this Sam Adams offering. And here's, again, the look to it as we poured it in. Very dark caramel with a very, very thin head layer. And I'll tell you what, pumpkin pie smells exactly like pumpkin pie to me, in beer form, of course. Oh, getting that cinnamony, nutmeggy taste or smell to it. Almost needs a little bit of whipped cream on the top, but I think that wouldn't be a good idea. I don't know. Let's grab a taste. Wow. Very tasty beer. You know what? This does taste like pumpkin pie. They do a great job. The pumpkin is just so overpowering in this. You can definitely taste the 28 pounds of pumpkin they brewed into the barrel that brewed this Fat Jack Double Pumpkin Ale. As I mentioned in the beginning, I had never had pumpkin ale in my life before. This is the first time, and this is a style of pumpkin ale that I could definitely see myself buying another bottle of one of these days. Trying to think of what I would pair this with. However, it may be more of an on-own kind of beer. I'm thinking dessert kind of beer almost, in that it tastes so much like pumpkin pie. When you think pumpkin pie, you think of after Thanksgiving dinner. Definitely kind of a night kind of snack. That said, I could see this maybe going with a little bit of barbecue. I'd kind of hold off on the definite food pairing. It really is a dessertish kind of taste to it. Very good. I mean, it's a pumpkin ale. It's supposed to taste like pumpkin pie. It does a good job of that while maintaining a high alcohol content of 8.5% and just being very tasty in the process. So I'm going to give Fat Jack Double Pumpkin Ale a 9 out of 10.